Good morning and greetings from First Baptist Church in Corbin, Kentucky. My name is Alex Lockridge. I'm the pastor here, and it's good to be with you this morning, our good friends at Faith Baptist Church in Georgetown. In my decade or so of CBF Kentucky life, I've gotten to know many of you and have developed a deep appreciation and respect for your church and your congregation. You are a flagship church in our CBF Kentucky denomination, and I'm very thankful for all that you are to our state and certainly to your community. A quick word of greeting to William Riley, your pastor. He and I have gotten to know each other a little bit since he moved to our great Commonwealth from that foreign land of Texas. I've watched him closely on social media. It seems you all are having trouble ridding him of his allegiance to Texas, but keep up that good work. It's worthwhile. And William knows I'm only kidding. I love him, and again, I appreciate all that you are at Faith Baptist in Georgetown. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about our White Flag Ministry. It is a ministry we started about 5 winters ago, and it is a cold weather emergency relief ministry. It is a ministry that we utilize only in the winter months, and we mostly open on nights that it drops to 29 degrees or colder. On those nights, we will come to our White Flag building. This is where I am now. We will grab our white flag and we will go put it out at the front of the building for people to see that we are surrendering. White flag waving of surrender. And what we are surrendering to is the temperature, to the weather, to the harsh elements of being outside. It is our way of saying we cannot overcome this weather. We cannot defeat this weather, but we can do something to help you get out of it. So we put the flag out to let people know there is a way to surrender to the cold and to get out of it and to essentially survive the night. So 5 years ago, we had this conversation of we know there are homeless people in our community. What do they do? What do they do when the temperature gets this cold? And in those conversations, we dreamed up this idea of teaming with a local hotel and providing warm rooms and warm food on those very cold nights. Now, fast forward 5 years later, we have the hotel situation worked out pretty well. It's a very efficient machine. And what we do is offer a hot meal, fresh served here at the White Flag Ministry building every weekday night, Monday through Friday. You can pick up a meal here, or if we are housing at the hotel, we deliver it to the hotel and you can eat there. The other thing we do is on the weekends when we can't provide a hot meal is we deliver food bags to the hotel so people can still make it through the weekend. And again, the idea is that people would survive the harshest elements of our coldest seasons, and that's why our ministry was started. Little did we know when we started, we thought we had a good grasp on how many homeless people existed within our community, and even people who suffer from heat inadequacy. And so we made a budget and assumed what we thought was a pretty conservative guess as to how many people we might help. And within about a month's time, our need doubled, and so did our cause for a greater budget. So we spent twice what we thought we would need and quickly realized we couldn't do this all on our own. So fast forward from the first year to the second year, and now this ministry is a community ministry. Yes, First Baptist Church houses it and provides a lot of the heavy lifting there, but in terms of financial support and volunteerism, this is a community effort. Our tri-county area, the 3 counties that all make up Corbin, show up in ways that we could have never dreamed of. And that's what we love about this ministry. It is a community pulling together to ensure those who suffer from homelessness or heat insufficiencies have a way to get through the winter. And we've done it year after year. This past year has been our hardest. You all know that COVID and pandemic has affected many people in many ways. And this effect keeps getting worse as we push on. This past season, especially this past January, was the worst month we've ever had in our White Flag season. We spent nearly double what our worst month was before that, and we helped a lot of people. We also depleted our funds quite a bit and had to make several calls out to the community to help in any way they can. And our community responded, but it was a struggle. We made some adjustments towards the end to make sure we could finish the season. But we did it, and we are thankful to God for being faithful through all this. We are thankful to God's people for being faithful to all this. And I'm happy to talk to you about this ministry because it's near and dear to my heart. It's near and dear to this community's heart. And anytime we bring people in, whether it's through prayer or any kind of giving or volunteerism, We are grateful to join alongside God's good work together. Even as far as Georgetown, we are grateful that you would consider us and the ministry we do here. And one last word I'd like to say. We couldn't do what we do here without Scarlett Jasper. And I know you know her. And I know because you know her, I don't have to elaborate on what that means. But let me just say, what we do in the White Flag is put a Band-Aid on a very systemic situation and problem. We solve things one night at a time. Scarlett comes in when she's available, and she makes permanent solutions for people. She changes their lives. She gets them into sustainable housing and into rhythms and patterns that can sustain their ways of living to where they no longer need us. And that's the dream of the White Flag Ministry, that we would help people well enough that one day we would render ourselves useless. That's the goal. That's what we're aiming for. I'll admit we are far from achieving it, but we are doing our best, and we are grateful for the many people like you who would consider helping us. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for prayerfully considering what it means to support the White Flag Ministry. And thank you for being the congregation you are. Like I said, I know you, I know many of you, and I know what you've done in your community and in this state. And we are grateful that we are partners together. God bless.